Before this journey, I'm a very busy person. I am a full-time worker of Our Savior's Foundation Incorporated, being the principal of the elementary department. And at the same time, I'm also coordinating events. I have this wedding with elegance by Barnette, which I named it after me. And aside from that, I'm also a co-owner of one of the tutorial centers in Lawag. There are only 7 days in a week, but I make it as 8 or 9, 10 days in a week, meaning I work day and night. Although I am more into my prayer life, I spend more time with the Lord, but I didn't realize that I was drifting away from Him. And because of my being a busy person. So the longer you wait for the result, the longer yung agony, the agony of waiting. I entrust my life to God. I focus my eyes to God. But it's very normal na parang madidistract ka na how if the result would be positive or malignant or whatever. Pero nilalabanan ko yun. And when I was in front of the doctor, she tried to explain it, parang trying to go around the bush. Di niya sinabi kaagad na malignant or hindi malignant. It's negative. No. She said, teacher, the result is like this. On your right, it's okay. It was taken out. It's normal. But on your left, hindi maganda. When she said that I will undergo chemotherapy after the operation, dun na nasa mind ko na it was already malignant. She wanted to encourage me also. Sabi niya, teacher, anyway, you're very young. Diba, you're only 43 years old. Sabi niya ganon. Then I hold her hand and said, Doc, I'm 44 today. When we went out of her clinic, my husband tapped my shoulder. Sabi niya, are you okay? That's the only time I cried. Sino ba naman ang okay? Right? Even before my first chemo, I dreamt of the Lord. Now, He was there standing, no talk. But He was, beside Him is a fire na kulay white, silver, and bluish color. And then I know na ibabalot niya yung fire sa akin. So I said, I'm scared. Na ayaw ko. Without talking to Him, even Him talking to me. But I know that He wanted to cover me with that fire. And then I just allowed. Sabi, kasi alam kong mainit, parang mainit yung fire. But I just allowed Him. And the word that He told me is, you are healed through that fire. I just felt the medicine na it passes through my head. Naramdaman ko na lang yung lamig. Went through my cheeks, then my neck, and went through my chest. Nung naramdaman ko yung medicine running through my chest, hindi na synchronize yung breathing ko and yung heartbeat. The medicine passes through my backbone. It was so painful. Dadaan sa backbone mo and then sa waist. Pinakamasakit dun sa waist. When we came back home, you know, I sat on the floor. So weak. Really, doon ako nahirapan mismo. And I slept at the laundry area. Kasi yan yung airy part. Doon lang ako umupo the whole afternoon para lang ma-alleviate yung pain. All throughout that, different side effects. I was advised by Pastor May and Pastor Brian to pray for the first side effects, that I have to come against body weakening, fatigue, losing of the taste buds, fever, rashes, dizziness, sleepless nights. I even have sleepless nights. So I came against those in prayer. It was really hard. Looking at yourself that you cannot do anything, then looking at your family that you cannot do anything for your family. Although hindi ko naman alam yung feeling ng mga anak ko and my husband, how they pity me, how they see me as a patient, how they see me ailing in pain. I was really ailing in pain talaga. Ang sakit. I dared to miss dinner, not to eat, just to sleep, and forget all the pain. Gusto kong matulog para hindi ko maramdaman ang sakit. But there were moments that I would be awakened. And I know that that's the time that I would meet my God, meet the Lord. You know what had happened? Someone offered me a free chemotherapy na ng mga vials. And I said, I was so thankful. Doon ko na-realize na the Lord allowed me to undergo chemotherapy kasi my free medicines. Kasi I know that I have God I have Jesus Christ in my life. How much more if they don't know God? The more that they would be depressed. I met this lady who is a retiring teacher in one of the private schools in Lawag. Na before na mag-undergo ng chemotherapy, she was so fearful because she received purely negative. Negative daw ang mag-chemo. So when I met her, sabi ko, "Ma'am, look at my body. Ang payat-payat ko. Kung kaya ko, kaya mo. Look at yourself. Mas malaki pa yung katawan mo. And God is there. God will heal us. God will fight for us." Ganon in-encourage ko siya. She was so, parang nabuhusan daw siya ng tubig na yung worry niya nawala. And then, nag-thank you siya na she met me. And then, I promised to visit her. So, I went to her house one Saturday. I went to visit her. In the midst of my chemo na yun, I had a chemo already, but the time that I was strong. Nung na-regain ko na yung strength ko, I went to visit her. She accepted the Lord. I gave her the book when bad things happen. Because yun yung nag-encourage sa akin. So I shared the book. Before I entered the room, I was still in a mask. And then he said, "Hey, take out your mask." "Ba't ka pa naka-mask?" Sabi niya gano'n. "Of course, Doc, you're okay now." So it was a happy feeling na sinabi niya, I'm okay already. He knew that I'm okay. Hindi pa niya nakita yung result. How could he say that I'm okay? So when I showed the result, he said, "You're okay. You're already okay." I was so happy. I thank God. Praise the Lord. I just say, praise the Lord in front of him. Thank you, thank you. And I even hug him. Thank you for being so patient with me. Thank you for being so kind. Thank you for taking care of me. Ganun na. I was so happy. And I informed my sisters in church how happy am I. And he let me take out the mask. I said, I did not undergo radiation anymore. And to think that my other co-patient went for radiation, really. They went for radiation. And I could just imagine how the Lord saved my life from that the life-threatening situation. It's a life-threatening sickness, really. Because if everybody would hear cancer, they thought it's the end of you, right? But I learned that cancer is not a death sentence. I'm Barnette Pascua-Tayamen, and I have survived and I have overcome stage 2B breast cancer through Jesus Christ.